In the early days of ancient Rome, the city was built on several hills. The Romans were always at war with their neighbors, especially the Sabine tribes. Both sides were fighting to occupy the same land. The Roman king Romulus devised a strategy by which Sabine daughters were kidnapped and supplied to his men as wives. This incident became known as the rape of the Sabine women. Now come to the story of Tarpeia. Tarpeia was the daughter of the governor of the Capitoline citadel. One day, when she journeyed outside the city walls to fetch water for a sacrifice, she spied the enemy troops lying in wait. Legend goes that she was dazzled by the sight of the heavy golden bracelets and fine jeweled rings that the men wore. Sensing her greed, the Sabine king bribed her to open the citadel gates so that a party of his men could enter. The price she demanded for betraying her people was to be given what the soldiers wore on their shields' arms. Alas, poor Tarpeia! Her fate was to serve as a lesson to all who sought profit over loyalty to Rome. After she allowed the Sabine warriors to gain passage into the city, they turned and killed her. Instead of showering her with golden bracelets and rings, they struck her with the shields they bore on their left arms, heaping the weight upon her until she was crushed. Even his enemies hated his treachery. Tarpeia's treachery did not lead to the complete downfall of Rome. Romulus mobilized his army and ordered an attack against the enemy. Strangely, the bleeding stopped from an unexpected source. The Sabine women, who had now become Roman mothers, called on both sides to stop fighting and unite. These women changed history for the first time. Both the Sabine and Roman sides realized that they have more advantages in being together. As a result, Rome's population doubled and its defenses strengthened. But unfortunately, the names of these women remain unknown in history. Tarpeia's body was buried beneath a cliff on the southern summit of the Capitoline. Towering 25 meters above the Forum, this site forever bears her name. For centuries, all notorious traitors were thrown from the rock, a punishment worse than death, as it symbolized humiliation. Tarpeia's story teaches us that greed can never be strong enough to betray a nation. It is a moral tale reflecting the strong principles of ancient Rome. But remember, history has no place for those who betray to save themselves.
Thanks for watching. Support me. Stay with us.